Okay, right. I think it's time for us to have a look at this little teaser trailer. So the Penguin teaser trailer has dropped this week in the DC. Now, this is obviously going to be a direct response to The Batman, which is Robert Pattinson's version, Matt Reeves. It was a great movie. I mean, a lot of people loved it, but some people thought it was okay. Not bad, but okay. So I'll tell you what, let's have a look at this. Well, you haven't seen this trailer. This is the first time watching it. But I did last night put a little Instagram story up. And we got some comments back on thoughts on this before we watch it ourselves. So Charcuterie actually commented twice, and she said, why? And then elaborated with, feels like an old mob show with Batman IP to try and sell it more. Meh.
Interesting.
So not too positive. Eric Thorpe Reviews gave us some fire emojis. So you can only imagine that's really good, or it's on fire, and he's sending us a warning. The Meandering Movie Pod. What meandering? Meandering. Oh, the Meandering Movie Pod. That's a great name. Sorry. That's my dyslexia, everybody. Just trying to trick me. Makes us fizz on all the right places. Oh, I like that.
Oh, well, they're a they're a word's worth of a podcast. They are.
I'll share those in a minute. But yeah, thanks for your comments there. Let's not delay. Let's go and.
So we're going to watch this now. I can't guarantee that this will make the actual podcast. So you might hear me say this little amble, and then we might move on really dramatically, because I don't think this audio is going to go through. However, on YouTube and all of our video areas,
we're just trying it out.
We'll try it out. So here we go. Or we'll see you in a sec. Bye bye.
When I was a kid, there was a gangster, real old school type, Rex Calabrese. He was a big deal. He helped people. He saw you on the street, he'd call out to you. When I'm 14 or something, he has a heart attack and dies. Still holding a cigar. In my neighborhood, they throw a parade in his honor. A freaking parade. I mean, it wasn't fancy, but it was a gesture. A show of love. Of what he meant. Can you imagine to be remembered like that?
There you go.
Comment makes a little bit more sense now. It does very much. So, in terms of that, thoughts there is that it definitely feels like it's like The Godfather is introduced into the DC universe.
Yes, yeah, 100%. That for me doesn't feel like it needs to be. That could be any generic film. That doesn't even need to be a Penguin film, really, does it?
No,
it could be anyone. I would have said.
Really interesting. I think, and as well, it doesn't give away that much at all. Obviously, I mean, I can't believe that's Colin Farrell. That is mental makeup, man. That prosthetics is absolutely insane.
It's outrageous. That is one of the most outrageous. To go to, he looks nothing like Colin Farrell.
When he was cast and then introduced in the movie in the Batman, I was like, that could have been anyone that looked like that character. They could have cast somebody that looked like the person they wanted instead of just choosing Colin Farrell. Anyway, I think it's going to be interesting. I think we'll see this real mobster vibe to it, and I think that is quite reflective of what happens in Gotham, and I think it is quite reflective as a huge gangster mob vibe and stories and narratives and characters in the world of Gotham. So it makes sense to do this. I'm not saying it's not a bad idea. It's just something. It's quite different. Do you know what I mean? It's quite different, and I don't know how that's. And again, this is an Elseworlds thing, so it won't really have much of an integral inclusion into what James Gunn's doing.
Yeah,
but it will give us something different, man. I think it might be entertaining in a lot of parts from a kind of narrative driven perspective. But again, what will it give when it goes into the sequel of the Batman for Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.